Now we're going to take a few minutes and we're going to auction some items off, and some items that you can't get anywhere. And so I'd like to have Mark Thomas, our auctioneer. Mark? There he is. Also, the silent auction will end later in the evening. If you have your iPhones, it'll be beeping you when you get outbid. But as you can see around this room, there's an awful lot of silent auction items that are really nice. But these live auction items, again, there's a couple that there's not out there. So you want to start off with the baseball bat?
We can do that. Tell me what it is. Carlos Carrera baseball bat that you were just given a while ago? Nothing like making money, Coach. Somebody give you something and you sell it.
Now, when Bill gave this to me, when I went to the table, Peggy says, boy, that would be great for Jackson, our grandson. So, Peggy, you can raise your hand.
All right, how much for the bat? Tell me somebody able to get for him. Tell me somebody else go, what's it worth? How much? Where can you buy a baseball bat for $5,000? Somebody give $1,000, let's go. 1,000, you'll sign it too, wouldn't you, Coach, if it brings enough? All right, how much? Somebody give $500. Let's do that. 500, pick it at 500 now, $1,000. 500, $1,500 for it. 500, $1,000. Somebody give $750. 500, 7.5. 500, 7.5. 7.5. Now $1,000, sir. 7.5 and $1,000. Be brave, sir. $1,000. $750 to bid. $1,000. $1,000. 12.5, sir. $1,250. $1,000. 12.5 at $1,250. $1,000 bid and 12.5. What do you think at $1,250? $1,000. 12.5. What do you think at $1,250? $1,000. 12.5. Wooden bat, sir. 12.5. $1,250. $1,000. 12.5. $1,000 bidder. 12.5. $1,250. Minimum 12.5. Somebody give $1,100. Oil's going to be back up one of these days. Money won't make any difference again. 11. Now 12. 11 to bid. Now 12. 12. 12. Minimum 1,200, sir. 11 to bid. Now 12. 11 to bid. Now 12. Minimum 12. 12th man, sir. 1,200. 1,200. 1,200. 12 to bid. 1,200. What do you think? 1,200. Coach, you got anything you want to add to this? Swing at them. 1,200. Thank you. 1,300. 12 it now 1,300. 12 it now 1,300. Minimum 13. 12 it now 13. Minimum 1,300. 13. 1,400. 13 it now 1,400. What do you think of 14? 1,500, Dennis. 14 it now 15. You're out, Dennis. 1,500. 14 it now $1,500 for it. 15. 1,600. 15 it now 1,600. 16. 1,700. You want 17? 17. 1,800. 1,800. $2,000. Be brave, sir. The man that's been against you is nearly out of money. 2,000. It's Artie McFerrin. 2,000. 2,000. 2,000. 1,900, sir. Be brave. 1,900. Help us. It's for a good cause. He's going to give more. 1,900. 1,800. It costs nothing to bid, sir, if you're not the last one. $1,900. $1,900. 18 but 19 but 19. Talk to him with tears in your eyes, Dennis. 1,900. How about back over here? 1,900. Will we do it? 1,900. What do you think? 1,900. Last call. Once, twice. No, sir. 1,900. 2,000, Mr. McFerrin. Be careful. He's 1,900, 2,000. Let's do 2,000, 2,100. He's buying an anniversary gift. Let's go. 2,100, 2,100. 2,000 and 21. 2,000 and 21. You want to be 2,100 once, 2,100 twice, 2,100. Third and final call. Sold. $2,000. Thank you very much. All right. Now we're going to sell something you can enjoy. 4 Tejas Suite tickets, 4 pregame sideline passes, 1 VIP suite, blue suite, lot parking pass.
That's parking pass. 1 parking pass.
1 parking pass, 4 pregame sideline passes, and 4 suite tickets. Yes. For the Advocare game this Saturday, when Texas A&M beats Arizona State. Let's do it. All right? 4 sidelines before the game. Guys, if you've not been out on the sideline, the speed of the game is much different than you see in the stand, and you get snot knocked all over you. It's fun. All right, let's go. How much? Pre-game, sidelines, 4 suite tickets, and parking pass. How much?
It's drinks and food in the suite.
There's drinks and food in the suite. Depending on how the game goes, it might be 7-Up and peanut M&Ms. It could be hors d'oeuvres and champagne. All right, how much? Tell me somebody able to get 4 and 10. Somebody's going, what's it worth? How much? Somebody give $1,000. Let's go. 1,000, 2,000. 1,000, 2, 2, 2. 2,000, 1,000 bid and 2 to buy. 1,000, 2, $1,500. 1,000, 1,500. 1,000, 15, 1,500. 1,000. Games this Saturday, $1,500. 1,000, $1,500. 1,000, 1,500. But you give $1,250. Sir, you didn't get hung with that baseball bat a while ago. Let's have some fun this weekend. $1,250, $1,000, $12.5, $1,000, $12.5, bid it up, $50,000 bidder, $12.5, $12.5, $1,500, $12.5, $1,500, $12.5, bid it up, $1,500, $1,500, $12.50 to bid, $1,500 to buy, $12.5, bid it up, $1,500, $1,500. Anyone else? $1,500, $1,350 gas money before we go. $12.5, $13.5. 12 and a half, 13 and a half, 13 and a half, 13.50. Are we done? Last call, 13.50. I'm 13.50 here, 14.50. We'll do that. Back to you at 15.50, sir. 16.50, Dennis. Where'd we go? Say, Shay, you're out. 16.50. 16.50. 17.50. 17.50. Be brave, sir. 17.50. 17.50. It's the only money you've been able to get some more up till now, hadn't you? 17.50. 17 and a half. 17 and a half. Are we done over here? 17.50. Sideline passes, guys. 4 suite tickets and a parking pass. 17.50 once. 18.50. That's not much gap. That's not much. That's a couple of pallets of grass properly sold, Shay. 18.50. 18.50. Anyone else? Last call. 18.50 once, twice, 3 times. Sold $1,750. Thank you very much. Who's our buyer? Who's our buyer? Yeah. You got him, Logan? Great. Thank you very much. All right, Coach, what are we doing next? Josh Beckett Ranch. Now listen to this. This is a 9,000 square foot lodge management hunt with Josh Beckett. Remember, Josh is a 2-time MVP in the World Series. Super place down at Catula. We got anything on the video? We were afraid it'd bring too much money. We didn't want to show you how nice it was. All right. For this season, whitetail management hunt with Josh Beckett Ranch, guided by Josh Beckett. Okay? All right. How much you tell me to get for him? Tell me somebody, let's go. What's it worth? How much? Somebody give $5,000 for it. Somebody give $2,500. $1,000 a deer hunt. Let's do that. 1,000 now 2. 1,000 now 2. 2. But 2,000. 1,000 now 2. 2. But he give $2,000 for it. $1,500. 1,000 now 1,500. 1,000 now 15. But 1,500. But 1,500. 1,000 bid. 1,500 to buy. 1,000 now 15. But he give $1,250. $1,000. 12 and a half. $1,000. 12 and a half. But $50,000 bid and 12 and a half. But $1,250. You're not interested in deer hunting? Bless you, brother. 1,500. 12.50, 1,500, 17.50, sir. 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17.50. Come on. Focus on the opportunity, not so much on the money. 17.50, 17 and a half, 1,500, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17 and a half. Last call, 17.50. Anyone else? Mother's Day's not far off. She'll be proud of this deer hunt. 17.50 once. 1,600 once, 16, 17, 2,000, 2,500, 2,000 and 25, 2,000 and see if he'll do it again. 2,250, 2,022 and a half, now 2,500, 22, 2,500, now 27 and a half, 25, 27 and a half, $3,000, sir, $3,000. 3,500, sir. 3,035. 3,035. 4,000. 3,500 and 4. 3,500 and 4. 4,000. 35. 4,000. 4,500, sir. 4,000 4,500. 4,000. 42 and a half. Let's do that. 42.50. 42. Is he going to take you anyway? You're going to go with him? Good deal. You're the smart one. 4,000. 42 and a half. 4,000. 42 and a half. Last call. Anyone else? 42.50 once. 42.50 twice. 42.50, third and final call, sold $4,000. Thank you, sir. Who's our buyer? Right here, Logan, in the front table. Sitting next to Butch. Keep coming, right here, front table. All right, our next one is the Masters. Okay, let me tell you, I've got some information on the Masters if I can get my phone open here. This is for 2 people. It includes air, rent car, hotel, tickets to Monday and Tuesday Masters practice rounds. You leave Sunday anytime after 2. Come back Tuesday night. First Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday in April. Now this is donated. The only downside to this is you've got to go with Don Knight. I will personally tour them around Augusta National for Monday and Tuesday. Killer trip, way over the top. And here's photo books from days gone by of all the stuff. You're welcome to come up here and look at them. We'll throw them at you if you don't bid enough. But he'll prepare you a photo book after your trip, and really a super trip. Airfare, rent car, hotel, and tickets for Monday and Tuesday. This is the first Sunday, Monday, Tuesday in April. Ticket to Augusta.
Lyle Milstead. Where's Lyle? Stand up. Now this would be a great Christmas present for your dad, Charlie. Now, Bucky, don't let him say no.
No pressure, Lyle. All right.
This is a trip for Charlie Milstead. Now, Buddy, you jump in this too, Buddy Payne, Steve Stevens. This is a trip for Charlie Milstead to the Masters Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
So this is not about the money. This is an expression of love for your dad. All right. How much? Tell me somebody, everybody get part and tell me somebody else go, what's it worth, how much? Give $5,000 for it. Pine, put them at 5,000. No, 70, 5,000, 6,000, sir. 6,000, 7,000, sir. 6,000, now 7. 7, $8,000. 7 and 8, but 8, but 8, but 8, but 8, but 8. You're out, Lyle. 8,000. 7 but 8,000. 7 but 8, but 8, but $8,000. 7 but 8,000. What do you think at $8,000? 7 but 8,000. What do you think at 8,000? 7,500. Let's do that. 7,500. Now 8,000. 7,500 to bid at 8,000. $8,000 to buy. 7,500 to bid at 8, but 8, but 8,000, 7,500, $8,000 for it. 7,500 to bid at 8, but 8, but 8,000, 8,000, 7,500 bid $8,000. Anyone else? $8,000. 7,500 bid at 8,000, 8,000, 8,000. Now 8,500, sir. 8,000 now 85. 8,000 at 85, 8,500. 8,000 at 8,500. 8,000 at 85, at 85, at 85, at 85, at 85. You don't have to do anything. You can just watch. 8,500. 8,500, 8,085, 8,085, and 85. Last call, $8,500 once. Yes, sir.
How many? Wait a minute. Lyle?
You got 8,500. Lyle's in.
Okay, Lyle.
He's carrying the mail.
How many people in here would do it for 7,500? We had bids. How many bids over here?
These 2 guys here were in the race.
Raise your hand if you would do it for, Lyle, I'm going to save you 1,000. How many people would do it for 7,500?
Guys, one of y'all do it? You'll do it? We got one right there at 75. Lyle's at 75. One right here at 75.
Okay.
So we got 3 of them.
We'll do, let me get this cleared. Don, can we do 4 at 75? We can do 4 at 75.
So we got one left.
We got Lyle Milstead. Charlie, I'm going to carry your luggage.
Okay, who's our gentleman right here? Somebody help me here. Logan, come on forward. Come on forward. Logan, come on forward. Right there, gentleman in the right there, gentleman in the blue. Nope, keep going, keep going. Right there, that's him. That's him. Yes, sir, that's him. Okay, Nick, get me right up, somebody over here, right over here.
That's 3.
That's 3.
We got one more?
Got one more. Now, y'all not all having to ride in the same car, are they, Don? Anybody?
No, they're flying on the airplane.
Anybody else? Anybody else? One more trip to the Masters, $7,500. Anybody else? We only got 2 more opportunities to spend money. Get in here. This is the last fun you're going to have. $7,500. Anybody else? Anybody else? $7,500.
Going once.
Two people, airfare, hotel. Okay, we're taking 2 trips right here. That sells 4, Don. We good? Coach, we good? All right. Okay, let's make sure we get our people. Nick, you with them over here? You're taking care of 2. Logan, you got 1? We got 1 here, and somebody get Lyle right out here. Caitlin, to your left, stop, behind you. Right there, the guy holding up his hand. Okay, we got everybody accounted for. Okay, all right. Next piece, John David Crow. Butch, will you tell us something about that?
All right, Steve Stevens. It was supposed to be you today because you know more about John David, you and Jack, than anybody. We lost one of our greatest football players ever, of course, but a guy that has touched probably everybody in this room's lives. I mean, John David had a smile for everybody. He was a tremendous human being. I'm an old baseball captain, so I really don't have business up here talking about John David Crow and his life and his career. There's plenty of men out here doing a lot better than me. Barbara and I are here. We own a delivery business in Houston, but my pride and passion is making sports pieces, and I know a lot of people have been to several of these banquets, of which I've had stuff here. I make nice stuff and everything, and Jackie told me that Don was going to come and put a ton of items out on the silent auction. Don Knight, tremendous help here to this foundation, provided those Masters trips for you. And I made a couple of Aggie live auction pieces in honor of John David Crow. Now, everything in every piece that I do, and I do them on all sports, there's always something in my piece that's very, very difficult to get, to make it special for the person that buys it. In this first piece here, there's 2 of them, 2 frame pieces. We've got a first $1,500 bid, okay, from Steve Broussard, my guest tonight, my great friend, class of '73, and he put up the first bid of $1,500. Now, I don't expect him to win it, but what's special about this piece that it has a 1957 road program of John's Heisman Trophy year, 1957. A lot of Aggies have the home programs, but the road programs in 1957 are very, very difficult to get. This one happens to be TCU. For history's sake, in 1956, the Aggies were undefeated. They were 9-0-1. They couldn't go to a bowl game, but in 1957, they were off probation. They won their first 7 games in a row. This was the 5th one in a row, which meant that for 15 games, they had not been beat. They won this game 7-0 in Amon Carter Stadium, and John, of course, played both ways. He was rugged. He was 6'2", 215-pound running back, which today is a big running back. But back then, you can imagine people trying to tackle that horse along with his buddy Jack Pardee and all the other great Aggies that played on that team, and there were several. Like I said, it's a tribute to John David. So I'm going to turn it over to the auctioneer. We have a $1,500 first bid and everything like that. You go ahead and go from here, and I've got some extra things for the people that buy these 2 gifts. The other one is a little bit larger. There's a $4,000 first bid from Sarah and Mario Cole, who are not here tonight. But we'll explain that. If you'll call me back up, I'll explain that one before we do that. Okay. All right. Steve Broussard, thank you very much.
All right, we're selling the grunt John David Crow piece. We have $1,500, asking $2,000. $1,500 bidding on 2, $2,000 on 3, $2,000 on 3, but $3,000 for it. $2,000 on 3, but give 3, but give $3,000. $2,000 on 3, but give $3,000 for it. Somebody give $2,500. $2,500 on 3, $2,500 bidding on 3, but $3,000. $2,500 bidding on $3,000 for it. $2,500 bidding on 3, but $3,000. $2,500. $3,000. $2,500 bidding 3, but $3,000. $2,500 bidding $3,000. $2,500 bidding on 3, but 3, but 3, but give $2,750. $2,500 7.5. $2,500 7.5, but $27.5. What do you think? Certainly one of a kind. $2,750. Now $3,000. $3,000. $2,750 and now $3,000. $2,750 and now $3,000. What do you think of $3,000? $2,750 and now $3,000 for it. $2,750 and now $3,000. What do you think of $3,000? $2,750 and now $3,000. Anyone else? $3,000. $2,750 and now $3,000 once. $3,000 twice. Don't let us miss you. This will be around a long time. Those of you that bought that golf trip, you'll forget about it 6 months after you left. Look what we're doing. $3,000 three times. $3,000 now $3,250. 32 and a half, $3,500. That worked well. Let's try it again. $3,500. $3,500. 32 and a half and enough 35. What do you think at 3,500? 32 and a half and enough 35. 32 and a half and enough 35. What do you think at 3,500? Anyone else? 3,500 before we go. Once, twice, three times. So $3,250. Thank you so much, sir. $3,250. Butch, can you tell us about this Southwest Conference piece?
All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on this piece, if you would take your Jack Raines and Steve Stevens flyers and you will turn them over on the back side, you'll see this piece. I would like you to take a little bit of time and read the second paragraph at least. You can go back and read it all afterwards. In this particular piece, they're arguably in the Southwest Conference started in 1914 and it ended in 1996. Jack, it says here, Jack and Steve were students when the Southwest Conference was in play. And what I've done here is make a piece with the autographs, authentic autographs, PSA autographs of the greatest player that ever played at the 9 universities when the Southwest Conference closed. You've got 4 Heisman Trophy winners. You've got Andre Ware, Earl Campbell from that little school to the west. Okay, you've got our beloved John David Crow and a guy from Dallas Hillcrest or Dallas Highland Park named Doak Walker. Also in here is Sammy Ball, Mike Singletary from Baylor, Joe Ferguson, the great quarterback, 10-year NFL pro from Arkansas, Tommy Kramer from Rice. You can argue about a few of them, but not very many of those. Those are the best players that ever played at those universities. Like I said, 4 Heisman Trophy winners. We have a generous $4,000 bid, way below the cost of this item, but a $4,000 bid nonetheless from people that aren't here, great Aggies. Mario and Sarah Cole, great friends of mine. They bought several Aggie items, and they have it in their second home up there in College Station. But tonight, the guy that walks away with that is going to have a treasure for the rest of his life that can be passed to grandkids and whatever. Doak Walker, Sammy Ball, John David Crow. I mean, you can't get better than that. Earl Campbell ain't bad either. Here you go, my friend.
Thank you, Butch. And these are original signatures, right? On all of these cards, original signatures. Okay, we have 4,000. Somebody give 5,000. 4 but now 5 but 5,000. 4 but now 5 but $5,000 for it. 4 but now 5 to buy. 4 but now 5 you want 5,000. 4 but now 5 but 5,000. 5,000. Where are we going? 5,000. Thank you, sir. $6,000. 5,000 now 6,000. 5,000 now 6,000. 5,000 now 6,000. 6,000. 5,000 now $6,000. 5,000 now 6,000. Somebody give 5,500. 5,000 now 55. 5,000 now 55 would have been 5,500. 5,500. $6,000, sir. 5,500 now 6,000 would have been 6,000. 5,500 bid $6,000. 5,500 bid no 6,000. 5,500 bid no 6,000 would have been 6,000. Would have been 6,000. Would have been 6,000. Don't miss it for 500, sir. 6,000. 5,500 bid $6,000 to buy. 5,500 bid in 6,000. 6,000. What do you think at $6,000? You'll enjoy it more than your money. We'll enjoy your money more than it. We'll both win. $6,000. $6,000. Anyone else? 6,000. Now 6,500, sir. 6,000 now 65. 6,000 now 65. Would have been 65. Would have been 6,500. 6,000 now 6,500. 6,000 now 65. Would have been 65. Anyone else? $6,500. What do you think? 6,500. What do you think? 6,500. Yes or no? 62 and a half. I'd have never thought of that. 6,500, sir. 6,500. 6,500. 6,250 bid. 6,500 to buy. 62 and a half. And now 65. Would have been 65. Would have been 65. Never be able to put this group together like that again. 6,500 once. $6,500 twice. Yes, sir. $6,500. Thank you, sir. 67 and a half. What do you think? 67.50. 67.50. 67 and a half. 65 and a now 67 and a half. 65 and a now 67 and a half. One minute 67 and a half. Your last call. Anybody else? 67.50. Are we sure? 67.50. 67.50. 67.50. Last call once. The last live item. 67.50 twice. Third and final call. Sold $6,500. Thank you, sir. Folks, thank you so much. Thanks for letting me do this. Really enjoy it. Thanks, Coach. Thank you, Butch.
Jack, you got overruled. I had no idea that Sarah was going to do this, but she brought Red Duke's favorite hat to be auctioned off. But what we're going to do, the money, there's one stipulation, that this one is going to be named in the honor of Red Duke, a scholarship. And so you will be attached to it, but whoever buys this hat, and it should be bought and put in Texas A&M, but whoever buys the hat, you'll be attached to it for a scholarship in Red Duke's name.
This is a gift from my father. He loves Texas A&M. He was a head yell leader, class of 50, yell leader, class of 49. He always did the right thing, education and teaching. The day he died, a week ago, was all he wanted to do. So, it symbolizes that education in Texas A&M. I live in College Station. I'm the one out here who keeps whooping. I don't know what's wrong with the rest of y'all. Yeah, come on. He believes in education and training the next generation, and that really has to be where all of our hearts are forever and ever. And so this is the first step. I trust you. This gift. Please make it worthwhile.
Oh. How much? Tell me somebody able to get far and tell me somebody else go. What's the word? Somebody give $5,000. 5,000, 10,000. 500 down 10, but give 10,000. 500 down 10, but 10,000. 500 down 10. 5,000 down $10,000 for it. 5,000 down 10. Somebody give 7,500. 5,000 down 75. 5,000 down 75, but 75. 5,000 down 75, but 7,500. 5,000 down 75. 5,000 down 75, but 7,500. 5,000 bids. 7,500 to buy. Somebody give $6,000. Let's do that. 6, now 7. 6, 7,000, but 7,000. 6,000 down 7 to buy. 6,000 down 70, but 7,000. 7,000. The calls doesn't get any better. 7,000. 7, now 8,000. 7 and now $8,000, but again 8,000 for it. 7 to 8, but 8, but 8,000. $8,000. 7 and now 8,000. 7 to bid on 8, but 8, but 8,000. 7 to bid on $8,000. 7 and now 8, but 8, but 8,000. 8,000, but 8,000. Now 9. 8,000 down 9. 9,000, sir. 8,000 down 9, but 9, but 9,000. 8,000 bid and 9 to buy. 8,000 down 9, but to give 9,000, to give 9,000. 8,000 down 9. $9,000. Don't miss it. 8,000 down 9. 8,000 down 9, but to give 9,000. 8,000 to bid. 9,000. Last call, $9,000. Anybody else? $9,000 once? $9,000 twice? Will you do it? That's okay. We got more time. We do money. Preach to them again.
Do you know how much school costs?
9,000, 10,000, 10,000. 9 and now 10, but to give $10,000 for it. 9 but now, where we should have started, 10 grand. 9 and now $10,000 for it. 9 but now 10, but to give 10,000. 9 and now 10. $10,000. What do you think? 9 and now $10,000. 9 but now 10, but to give 10,000. 9 but now 10. Anyone else? $10,000. $10,000. $10,000. I'm telling you, I don't know if Red would have taken that for that hat or not. You think he would have? $10,000 he would for that cause. You might $10,000. Anybody else? $10,000? 10,000. 11,000. Thank you, sir. 10. Now 11,000. 10 times it on 11, you want 11,000. 10 times it on 11, 11,000. 10 times it on 11. Let's go, guys. What an amazing cause. $11,000. 10,000 on 11,000. 10 times it on 11, you want 11,000. Anyone else? $11,000. 10,000 on 11 to buy. 10,000 on 11, you want 11,000. Anybody else at 11,000? We're not going anywhere until we hear from you. We got 11? 11,000. 12,000, sir. 11 and now 12. 11 and now 12. 11 and now 12. 12,000. If you'll talk to him, we can do business. If y'all put your money together. 12,000. 12,000. 11 and now 12. 11 and now 12. I'm with you at 11. 12,000. 12,000. 13,000. 13,000. Let's do that. 13,000. 12 and now $13,000. 13,000. Let's do that. 12 and now 13,000. Sir, 13,000. Don't want to put any pressure on you, but you. 13,000. 13,000. 13,000. 13. 14,000. Thank you so much. 14,000. 14,000. Can we do it over here again at 14? 14,000. You're out right now, but you can get in right quick. We can do that.
We're going to cut this short, Mark. You know, we're behind schedule. Somebody raise their hand for 15,000. It's in Brett Duke's name. You'll be attached to it, and we'll give that scholarship to that student. Somebody give me
right there, 15,000. Are we done? McFerrin, thank you so much. Thanks, Coach. Thank you. Bless y'all.